Have you ever stopped in the middle of the grocery store squinting at a label and thought to yourself, why do my eyes keep getting worse no matter how many new glasses I buy? You're not alone. Every year, millions of older Americans sit in their eye doctor's chair and leave with an even stronger prescription and a bigger bill. But what if I told you there's something small, something natural that could actually help restore the vision you thought was gone? It's not another fancy pair of glasses. It's not an expensive surgery. In fact, it's a tiny red thread of a spice hidden in kitchens and herbal shops around the world. And it's giving hope to seniors who thought they'd never see clearly again. If you're like most people, you've probably trusted your glasses to keep your eyesight in check. After all, that's what they're for, right? But here's the hard truth. Glasses don't actually heal your eyes. They don't slow down the damage that's happening inside. They simply bend the light to make things look clearer for now. Think back. Have you noticed that each year your doctor seems to prescribe you stronger lenses? One year it's reading glasses, then bifocals, then progressive lenses. And every time you pick them up, you're told this is normal for your age. But is it really normal? The truth is, our eyes can lose their natural ability to repair themselves as we age, especially when they're constantly battling oxidative stress cell damage and inflammation. And if nothing is done to address the root cause, those vision problems can spiral into more serious conditions like macular degeneration. This is why so many seniors end up spending thousands of dollars on fancy glasses only to find their eyesight still getting worse over time. Glasses can be helpful tools, but they're just that, tools. What your eyes really need is protection at the cellular level. They need help fighting the stress and damage that builds up over the years. That's where this humble little spice, the one you're about to discover, comes in. It's not a miracle cure, but it does give your eyes what they need to fight back naturally. And for thousands of older adults, it's made all the difference. By now, you're probably wondering, what is this little spice that could make such a big difference for my eyes? It's called saffron, and it's been prized for thousands of years for its healing properties. Saffron comes from the delicate purple crocus flower. Inside each flower are just 3 tiny deep red threads. Those threads are harvested carefully by hand, one by one. It takes about 75,000 flowers to produce just a single pound of saffron. That's why saffron has been called red gold, not just because of its color, but because of how rare and precious it is. For centuries, saffron has been used all over the world as a spice in cooking, as a natural coloring agent, and even as a traditional remedy for all kinds of ailments. From soothing the nerves to easing joint pain, saffron has been trusted in folk medicine for generations. But more recently, scientists have discovered something even more remarkable. Saffron contains powerful compounds that protect your cells from damage, including the delicate cells in your eyes. Saffron is rich in antioxidants, especially 2 called crocin and quercetin. These compounds help fight oxidative stress and inflammation. They also strengthen and protect the fatty membranes of your vision cells, making them more resilient against the wear and tear of aging. Some experts say saffron's antioxidant activity is even stronger than vitamin E. That means it doesn't just protect your eyes, it actually helps them repair and restore themselves. Of course, because it's so rare, saffron isn't cheap. High-quality saffron can cost hundreds of dollars per pound. But the good news is, you don't need much. Even a tiny daily amount of saffron has been shown to help support healthy vision and slow down age-related eye problems. That's why more and more seniors are turning to this natural remedy and seeing the world a little more clearly as a result. It may sound hard to believe that something as simple as a spice could actually help your eyesight. But the research behind saffron is both fascinating and encouraging, especially for seniors. One of the most exciting discoveries came from the work of Professor Sylvia Bisti, a renowned researcher in age-related eye diseases. Her team studied patients with early-stage age-related macular degeneration, or AMD, one of the leading causes of blindness in older adults. These patients were given a daily saffron supplement, just 20 milligrams over a 3-month period. The results were remarkable. Not only did the patient's vision stop deteriorating, but many of them actually experienced noticeable improvements. Their retinal cells began to recover and their ability to see clearly improved. How is that possible? It comes down to the way saffron interacts with the cells in your retina, the part of your eye responsible for processing light and detail. Over time, those cells get damaged by oxidative stress and inflammation. Think of it like rust forming on metal. Little by little, the damage adds up. But saffron's unique compounds crocin and quercetin act like a protective shield. They neutralize harmful free radicals before they can damage your cells. Even more impressive, saffron appears to help reset the genes in your vision cells that control how resilient those cells are. In other words, saffron may actually make your eye cells tougher, better able to withstand the stress of aging and keep functioning properly. Researchers believe that by protecting the delicate fatty layers of the cell membrane in your retina, saffron helps your vision cells stay alive and healthy longer. This doesn't mean saffron is a cure-all, but it does mean that for many people it can slow down and in some cases partially reverse the progression of macular degeneration. It's a natural, gentle way to support your eyesight from within. When you're living with vision problems, it can feel like there's nothing you can do but watch things slowly get worse. But the results of saffron studies are giving seniors everywhere a reason to hope. In the study led by Professor Bisti, patients with early-stage macular degeneration didn't just stop losing their eyesight, many actually regained some of what they'd lost. One man in his 70s said he was finally able to read his morning paper again without straining his eyes. Another woman described how she could see her grandchildren's faces more clearly after just a few months of taking saffron daily. These aren't isolated stories. Across multiple groups, patients reported sharper vision, better contrast sensitivity, and improved night vision. In some cases, their eye exams even showed measurable improvements in retinal function. And what's truly exciting is that saffron appears to help the eye repair itself at the cellular level rather than just masking the symptoms. That's why doctors and researchers are cautiously optimistic about its potential as a natural way to delay or even partly reverse age-related vision loss. Of course, everyone's experience is different. Results depend on the stage of your condition, your overall health, and how consistently you take it. But for seniors who thought there was nothing they could do, saffron has opened a new doorway to feel in control of their eye health again. If you're ready to give saffron a try, the good news is you don't need much to see potential benefits. Researchers have found that just 20 milligrams a day of high-quality saffron is enough to support eye health and help protect against further vision loss. That's less than a pinch, but it packs a powerful punch. You might be wondering how to take it. There are a few easy options. Supplements are the most convenient choice. Many reputable brands offer saffron capsules standardized to the right dosage. Just make sure to choose one from a trusted company that uses pure, high-quality saffron. You can also steep a few threads of saffron in hot water and drink it as a soothing daily tea. Or simply add a small amount of saffron to your food each day. It brings a wonderful color and aroma to rice soups or stews and still delivers its antioxidant benefits. Keep in mind, more is not necessarily better. Stick to the recommended amount. High doses can upset your stomach or cause other unwanted side effects. And as always, talk with your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you're already taking medications or managing other health conditions. Taking care of your eyes doesn't have to be complicated. A simple daily habit like adding saffron can make a world of difference over time. You don't have to accept poor eyesight as just part of getting older. Yes, our eyes change with age, but that doesn't mean you're powerless. Every day you wait is another day your vision cells are under stress. But every day you choose to act even in a small way is a day you give your eyes the chance to heal, to strengthen, and to serve you well for years to come. Adding saffron to your daily routine is one of the simplest, most natural steps you can take. It won't happen overnight, but with patience and consistency, you just might notice the world looking a little brighter. Your loved ones, your hobbies, your independence, they all deserve to be seen clearly. So don't wait another year to do something good for your eyes. Talk to your doctor, find a trusted source of high-quality saffron, and give your eyes the support they've been waiting for. And if you found this helpful, why not share it with a friend or family member? You never know who else might need this message of hope today. You deserve to see the world clearly again. Take that first step.